Welcome to the Political Matrix News. Politics, people, local, regional, national news. Political Matrix News keeps you informed. We have the sources, we have the truth from inside the Political Matrix. Hey, welcome back to the Political Matrix blogcast. I'm Rob Milford in Orlando, Greg Fink holding everything together in Gainesville, Scott Miller at the far end of the Floridian Empire. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to begin. We're doing this on Tuesday the 2nd, just to give you a date and a frame of reference for us. And it goes like this. Yesterday, I swear, my hand to God, got to get used to the camera, my hand to God, that the Florida Supreme Court was pranking us for April Fool's Day. For them to say, we're going to let everybody in Florida vote on marijuana. We're going to let everybody in Florida vote on abortion. And you know what I thought then, Scott Miller? You know what I thought?
What'd you thought?
I thought that that moment that Donald Trump had lost the presidential election in Florida. That's what I thought. Greg Fink, what do you think?
I don't think he lost the presidential election in Florida for that reason, but there is going to be a very strong blue wave in Florida, possibly for marijuana and abortion. I mean, last year we thought that a lot of people were going to turn out for the abortion issue whenever Roe v. Wade was turned down, and nobody seemed to come out and support any of their candidates who were very pro-choice. In fact, the pro-choice candidates across Florida lost dramatically. I mean, they were all losing by 15 or 16 points all across Florida in numerous races. And those are candidates who are going to be very pro-choice in the state as well as the federal government. And they lost greatly. And it was the same year that Roe v. Wade was reversed. And so I know that a lot of people might be upset about it and be at arms about it and be vocal about it, but I don't know how much of it's going to turn into a vote. Now, on the marijuana issue, that's going to turn into a vote. And there are a lot of Trump people who do support marijuana, and a lot of Republicans who do support marijuana. And so I don't think it's going to be. I think it'll be a universal vote turnout, out of red or blue or anything like that. I think it'll be a very big turnout on that.
Scott, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with Greg on that. As far as it's definitely I don't know how much if they're going to be able to motivate the voters, the pro-choice voters, enough to make a big difference. But the marijuana voters, I mean, we have long-standing polling from this area, from the Panhandle, when they were first taught, when they first had the first constitutional amendment, and there was a surprising number of Republican voters who were very supportive of it, and that was years before this became as commonplace as it is now.
Right.
So my expectation is there's no. Yeah, my expectation is there's a good chance that that it's going to pass. They're going to get the 60% threshold that they need.
Yeah,
is it 60, 67, 62? What's the real number
right now? It's 60 right now. In fact, there's going to be a new ballot amendment, though. They're also putting on the petition to increase the number from 60% to 66.7%. And so that's what they're trying to do. Is that's also going to be on the amendment in November. So this might be the last year of the 60% ballot for something like this. Or it might be just another year in the procession. So we'll find out about that election as well on the same day.
Right. I take a stand very, very different. Gang, people may not know this. The 1st District of Florida is probably the most red district, I don't know, in the entire United States. If not, the biggest, and certainly top 5. And don't forget, last time the marijuana number was 56, 57%. It was close.
Right.
It was close.
Yeah. Very close.
And I think that you're going to see a tremendous, man, you kind of wish you were in sales and radio and TV and any newspapers that still publish in the state of Florida, because the liquor industry is going to come down like a ton of bricks to keep people from doing marijuana. They're just going to.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who loses? Every beer, every bottle of booze.
Maybe
Less.
because
I don't know.
one of the products coming, one of the CBD products that is out is a mocktail that they add in there, and there's nothing in the world to stop them. They already have beverage distribution, so you're gonna
Hmm.
what I believe you're gonna start seeing is a lot more of those guys getting involved with it. You know, they'll start with the CBD because it's federally and state legal, but
Right.
once if marijuana becomes rec in Florida, it's only a matter of time before the federal government makes it their own option, and then at that point, the beverage companies are going to jump in with both feet. I guarantee you.
No, they fight it tooth and nail every place it goes. Every
Well,
place. It's
at the end of the day,
Oh,
though,
they
it's
do
going to be
now.
very tough or at the end of the day, it's going to be tough on either issue because just because Florida making it legal does not still legalize it with the feds, and so we're still going to
and
have the issue with the banking and the financing and being able to buy it anywhere, and so I mean that's all going to still be hurdles that have to be crossed and jumped, and which until the federal government reclassifies it or re-diagnoses it as a drug it really is, a natural one. And I don't think it's as easy as everybody just is saying that. Oh, it's
oh
illegal, now we're going to go for it, and so
yeah.
it's still a long ways away. And so I don't think there's any winners or losers at this point. Once it gets reclassified by the FDA, then we're going to see a lot of winners and losers. I really don't
Okay.
know about losers. I think it'll be more or less a workforce because you're going to have a very
Because
lazier workforce because people
yeah.
are going to be stoned and they're going to be a little bit more lazy on the workforce. But then again, I don't know compared to how it is now. I don't really think that it'll be much of a difference.
Yeah, I know. Those when the construction guys go on lunch break, it's bad enough they're slugging back a couple of tall boy Pabst Blue Ribbons, but now while they're doing that, they'll be. Here you go, man. Uh, My biggest
Yeah, I don't think.
objection, honest to
I
God,
don't
my
think so.
biggest objection, and I started smoking in the '70s. I haven't touched anything probably 20 years. It really smells like crap. In fact, I've shoveled horse poop and cow poop and elephant poop, and the current marijuana smells worse than that. My neighbor
I disagree.
is a blower every day. I'm sitting on the back porch. I've got to light another cigar upwind of me,
Really,
so I get hit with cigar smoke and not the crap. And he grows it in his backyard and sells a ton of it. But not to
I
mention it.
think it smells
But
great. We're in
uh,
Gainesville here. In Gainesville, it
yeah,
smells wonderful.
well, it's all the synthetic
I don't know.
stuff, man. It's all the synthetic crap they're putting in it. And I
Yeah,
got no use for it. And Scott, you know anybody in the construction business, that has to be a real, I think it's going to come down to a safety issue as well, because, hey, wow, power saw, zzz, oh, no fingers. Hey, he was
yeah,
smoking a
but
joint during lunch break.
the reality is that I know
What?
far more white collar people that smoke pot than I
Mm-hmm.
do blue collar people. I know there are a lot of blue collar people that are just more open about it, but
Yeah,
my
That's
white
true.
collar friends, man, they're burning it down like there's a prize for doing it.
well, is
Oh,
that
really?
like leaving the office, getting in the car, and firing one up to
Yeah,
go to a sales call on the other side of town?
it's walking out after lunch, after lunch, and about 3 o'clock, or and and sparking one up. Or usually, what they'll do is they'll just hit a vape pen. So they'll go these days. I mean, some of them still love the burning marijuana, but
Mm-hmm.
the very discreet ones, they want to chill at work. They'll just for that last couple of hours, they'll just go grab their little vape pen, excuse themselves privately for a few minutes, and then and then hit it. And so that's what is really, I think, normalizing, marijuana. Just
Right.
as we all
I
knew
think
that
it
it
is.
would. I mean, the more you see it, and the world hasn't come crashing down. Other than the opinion of a few lobbyists and fundraisers, there,
Right.
it is what it. I don't see the society that we're living in right now, the bad parts of the society we're living in right now, as being driven by marijuana use. There's a whole lot of sins above that are really
It
just
is
destroying us.
absolutely. One of
Definitely.
the sins is running too long on each segment. We'll take a break right now, go spark one up, come back in just a minute, and we'll talk about the change that voters will have when it comes to abortion in Florida. As of yesterday, April the 1st, a 6-week ban kicked in. They want to put it on the ballot, and we'll see what is in store for that when we return. This is the Political Matrix blog.